we don't need permission to dance. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, cause we don't need permission to dance. Anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Again Arabic, and that stands for us. But Simra, for those who are new here, this channel is about lifestyle and film-related content. Yeah. But since we are locked down, it's not a film-related content. I have no lifestyle to share because I'm indoors 24/7, sleeping, eating, watching, and shooting. So there's nothing interesting in my lifestyle as of now, as though I throw there some dance videos here and there. But anyway, without further ado, as you've seen the title, we are going to react to This Is the Story of Black Hair. Me being black, I'm interested. I'm curious to find out what is the story about black hair, because I have black hair. Actually, right now I have dreadlocks. I've had dreadlocks for about 3 years now. I wonder what it happen if I remove them, but I don't know when I will remove them. But yeah, I've had dreadlocks for quite a long time right now. So yeah, I'm interested. What are they going to talk about black hair? And if you're as curious as me, I don't want to waste your time. Just hit the like button if you like such videos. Comment, tell us what hairstyle do you have right now. Are you black? Are you white? Are you whatever? Are you interested in? Whatever you want to share, just share. We are all one. We love each other. So let's just. Let me not waste your time. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, please. Thank you. Let's jump straight into the video.
What does our world
is the story of
tell
black
us
hair.
about hair? From fairy tales to advertisements, movies and music videos, our icons are typically lusciously locked. Long, flowing hair has been a powerful marker of being a woman. But that's not how Afro-textured hair grows.
Exactly, it doesn't grow like that.
Our hair generally grows upward and is tightly coiled, like this and like this. So what does our world tell us about Afro hair?
Black students at the prestigious Pretoria High School for Girls protested a clause that banned wide cornrows, braids, and dreadlocks.
There's an online petition demanding that Beyonce and Jay-Z do something about their daughter Blue Ivy's hair. One commentator said, quote, "No child whose mom spends thousands on her hair monthly should live life looking like a sheep."
Right now, school administrators say the girl's hair is a problem and it needs to be straightened or she'll get kicked out. But her mom doesn't understand how her hair looking like this is wrong.
Like, how is it wrong? Okay, I didn't know what I was getting myself into by watching this video. I thought I was just going to tell us the history of black hair, what it's, how it's texture. I didn't think they're going to really tell us how this, like, I know, even the history, like, regardless, like, if you just have your hair out naturally, no matter, everyone be like, are you going out looking like that? Like, as if having my natural hair out is a problem. Can't I just put rock my natural hair and still look good or professional? Or because if your hair is like that and you go to school or certain schools, of course, now being in Uganda, it's that's our hair, it's okay. Most times you either cut off your hair or you have it tailed in a puff. You don't leave it out there, but they don't have any problem with hair because it has to be straightened or whatever. But then I'm thinking of people like maybe South Africa, or like now in foreign countries, Europe, or like Asia, or America and that stuff. I'm thinking, like, what is wrong with that? My natural hair, it's puffed out like that, it's big, it's curly, it's dark. What's wrong with it? You get, like, I'm wasting your time. Let's watch, because I'm going to get mad and got to drink some wine, I guess.
Valley Regional Charter School says the 2 sophomore students' hair extensions violates its dress code, so they're being disciplined with
So basically, I would be chased out if I went with my dreadlocks. And I met someone from the States who was like if him being a big black guy in the US, and if he used to add on like having dreadlocks, him as a guy who be looked at as a dangerous person, because there's where they relate dreadlocks to weed, dreadlocks to violence, reggae. I don't know, stuff like that. Like, it's stereotypical kind of thinking. And then so I was like, so if I'm planning to go to the States, I'm supposed to cut off my hair or something, like remove my dreadlocks. I feel like it helps my hair because our hair, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like I protect it more if I put it in dreadlocks rather than leave it out there all the time. But then no, he was like, no, for you looks, you're small and petite, so you won't really seem dangerous. Suppose now it's fashionable and what, so that means like, oh, if maybe Rihanna or another celebrity, I remember here when they came, the Kardashians were kind of like, you know, culture appropriating some African black kind of hairstyles, and no one really, there was backlash of course from black people, but then it looked stylish to them, they could do whatever, it looked professional on their heads. But then if me, a black person, comes and does that hairstyle, then I'm not professional. Damn.
Attention and are prohibited from taking part in extracurricular activities.
Mainstream beauty doesn't have black women in mind.
At all.
Instead, black women with afro hair are expected to conform to an aesthetic that values straight hair. That desire for straight hair is a construct that started during colonization.
I know.
Let me explain.
Cute hair. I like that. I like such hair. Should remove my dreadlocks and feel
From my
my
earliest memories, my hair was presented as a problem that needed to be managed. The concept of leaving my hair the way it grew from my head was crazy to me. From weaves to extensions, jerry curls, curly perms, straight perms, and straighteners, my hair was hidden. It was misunderstood, it was damaged, it was broken, and it was completely unloved. That's not surprising. I never saw anybody with hair like mine. Afro-textured hair was, and in many places is, stigmatized to the point of taboo. But it wasn't always this way. In the mid-1400s, Alvise Cadamosto made 2 trips to Africa. In his journal, he wrote this about the people in West Africa. Both sexes go barefooted and have no coverings to their heads, and weave and tie their hair, though short, into neat tresses. Neat tresses. Cadamosto's accounts were positive, partially because transatlantic enslavement didn't exist yet. There was no imperative to dehumanize Africans. To European observers, there is no sense of African hair being ugly or inferior. We see a similar sentiment in Yoruba proverbs.
black crown of the head. One possesses a great deal of hair which appears like
And
a
the
crown of her
Mende
head.
described beautiful hair with the word hotongo, which means it is much, abundant, plentiful.
Plentiful.
In reference to hair, the root word poto means long and thick.
Her hair
What
is long and
contributed to the major shift in black hair?
thick. I don't
Slavery.
know. Yeah, okay, yeah. I figured that out, yeah.
During
figured that out.
slavery, the hair of black people was compared to animals. It was claimed that the tightly coiled African hair was similar to the wool of an animal. That was a way to justify the inhumane exploitation of people. During slavery, a hierarchy emerged where there was a status attached to having more European features. Those with these features, including looser textured hair, while still denied access to basic human rights, sometimes had more opportunity. This is a pattern that was apparent from the context of slavery through emancipation and even up until the present day. Slavery was abolished in 1865, but the stigma around black hair was not.
It wasn't.
After slavery, chemical hair straightening products for black people gained popularity. It was seen as one of the few avenues that could provide financial empowerment to black women at a time when those opportunities were practically non-existent. It was seen as a way to elevate their status, so they were marketed with an emphasis on beauty, personal success, and the uplift of the entire race. it led people to believe that their black hair wasn't beautiful the way it was.
I'm speechless. I'm really concentrating that I'm not even talking at all.
But a century after the abolition of slavery, black hair and the Afro reigned supreme again.
Yeah,
The civil rights
I think that's
movement and the
70s.
Black Power movement became a motivating force that disrupted European beauty standards. Some Black American men and women began to move away from the relaxers and embrace the natural coils and curls that grew from their heads.
Don't be ashamed of your heritage. Don't be ashamed of your color. Don't be ashamed of your hair. I am black and beautiful and not ashamed to say it.
This era of empowerment was glorified everywhere, from local streets to TV shows such as The Jeffersons and on iconic figures such as Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Fast forward to today, and while black hair is still not widely accepted, it is being celebrated at events like Curlfest, in TV commercials, and it's even emerging on red carpets and runways. And then, in 2018, Black Panther was released. The release of the movie was monumental for many reasons. It was the first time a Hollywood production created an on-screen world populated almost entirely by women with type 4 hair. I embraced my natural hair as well.
Me too.
When I was pregnant with my first baby, I decided to shave my hair and go natural. I knew that if I had a daughter, it was crucial she did not grow up with the same warped concept of beauty that I did. So I'll leave with this. We need to reimagine the way we think about progress, about modernity, about success, about development, and about civilization. We need to think about the way we frame demands for inclusion and representation, and seriously rethink the way we attribute, or more often do not attribute, value to Indigenous knowledge systems. And yes, we need to reject many of the beauty standards we subscribe to, those that privilege lighter skin, thinner noses, or good hair. One of the easiest ways to demonstrate our nascent freedom? Wear our natural hair.
So California is officially the first state to ban racial discrimination based on natural hairstyle.
California became the first state to pass the Crown Act in 2019, aiming to ban race-based hair discrimination, and 6 other states followed suit.
The natural hair movement is more than hair. It is a lifestyle. It is learning to be comfortable in the skin that you're in.
Fatting. Yes, girl, preach. Anyway, I don't even know what to add on, because as I've heard about it, watched it, read about it, about that discrimination, I can't say that I've experienced it that much, because me being born in Africa, me being born in Uganda, of course, you know, it's not something that we easily come across. Someone who would actually relate more is someone who was born, or who maybe moved from like here and went to like countries that populate with like white population, maybe like the States or Europe or maybe Asia, and those are people who would actually talk much more about the experiences they've gone through. I can't really relate, but just hearing about them really hurts me, and I think it's unfair. And actually, when you think about it, actually in this day and era, you find that a lot of non-black people actually are embracing these hairstyles. They want to wear them, but of course, culture appropriation and stuff like that. So I feel like our generation, as time goes on, is more accepting compared to the previous generations, and in the near future, everything is going to just be, hopefully, but just hearing these stories is something else. It makes you feel different. Even I've not experienced it, I can imagine what that is like, known to be able to be yourself. And actually, even though I'm in Uganda, I've not been there. Actually, just being, we actually receive, let me say for example, online, you talk, there are people who will actually just segregate you or don't want to talk to you, or like ice you just because of who you are, where you're from, because the moment, or actually even the fact that when you just say that, oh, you're from Africa or Uganda, then someone just stop talking to you because they associate you with certain things. Then I'm not even talking about only hair or whatever, but I don't know if you feel what I'm saying. It's hard to even talk about, but that's life. But I hope it all gets better in the end, because all these these beauty standards that are given to us make us feel bad about ourselves and inferior about ourselves, whichever way it's a negative impact on all our lives. And I hope it actually changes soon. But anyway, that's it for the video. I don't want it to be too long. It's already 15 minutes in the video, but thanks for watching this with me. I appreciate you guys. Comment whatever you have, let's share, let's talk about this. Actually, where are you from? Drop your flags. Let's just, you know, let's communicate, let's talk. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Rose. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Bye.